All right, it is time for pre-market prep at the close.
Three consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to pre-market prep at the close. Spencer Israel, Joel Elconin. Well, if you had the over a number of mentions of the word transitory in the Fed's statement today, you lost money. I'm sorry. Try again next time. Only one mention of the word transitory in today's statement, though. I am hunting around now for a transcript of the press conference to see how many mentions it got during that. That being said, Joel, the market dipped, and now it's almost back, and that's the story of the day. Good afternoon. How you doing?
Doing good, but this can't happen because you and Triple D said that the market was dead. It was going to be dead until September. You guys put a fork in the market. You said there's no volatility. What happened?
Don't let me in there with him.
You in the summer, your summer doldrums.
Don't let me.
Yeah. I thought you did. I thought you were saying, everyone's going on vacation. But okay, I'll just pick on Triple D then. And maybe this is it. Maybe this is the little temper tantrum the market was going to have, and the quad witch, and then but I don't think so. As I said on today's show, I did not think there could be a positive outcome out of this Fed meeting.
That's right.
For one of two reasons.
You did say that.
Yeah. One reason was obviously that if they didn't raise rates, people are going to be upset. If they did say they're going to raise rates, people were upset. So here you are. You dip down to 41.90 and a quarter. Nothing there for you, folks. I thought 96 and a quarter. That was a low from June 8th, may hold the market. It didn't. And then you just got a vicious 38-point rally. Took you back to 42.28. And now you're starting to roll over once again. So we're trading below some weekly numbers here. Some of my weekly calculations. So we could be in for some more downside. 2 days left of the week. Definitely not good action in the market. Let's just take a look at the other commodities quick. Crude down 17 cents after just kissing 72.99. Gold, man, that thing is in trouble. Down 19.10, 18.37.30. Silver down 14 cents at 27.55. Bitcoin, we know 40 is now resistance. 44,800 was the high. We're down 11.50 at 38,845. Ethereum, that's down $109 at 24.31. So let's look at the commodities. Let's look at the indexes. Where are the movers, Mr. Spencer?
Let's start with the banks. Maybe we can start with Citi, actually, because they actually had some news this morning. They warned of increasing costs and falling revenues. They expect their Q2 revenue to be in the $11.2 to $11.6 billion range, which is a little bit lower than our analysts were looking for. So that was the news already on Citi. That was out this morning. The banks all caught a bid on the Fed announcement, but Citi had this prior to that. So,
oh boy, no one saw that coming. No one, absolutely no one. But I mean, the banks were selling off too. So bad day for it. Bounced off the low. Those are a lot of big, thick red candles there. I can't say it's got to get a bounce. I don't know if I'd want to short it here. 70.15. That's off the low. What was this? Was this closer to 80? What was this high here? Yeah, 80. Man, I would love to see it drift back up to like 75 and a quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone forgets the bad news and then get a leg down. But that's a look at Citi. So the bad news was anticipated by the street, and then also the numbers didn't, or the Fed statement didn't help as well.
Well, it helped them less so because of that, but it helped everybody else. You look at Wells Fargo, you look at J.P. Morgan, you look at Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, Morgan Stanley, the XLF. Pick your poison. All the banks, all the financials caught a bid on
Yeah.
the Fed announcement.
This is a bizarro world, right? But I think they just
Exactly.
sold off so much into it, and there you go. 7 days in a row, it was down on a closing basis. I didn't have any particular level here. I was hoping for 152.14. We only got to 153.11. So, yeah, little turnaround here. Still green on the session, up $1.43. But look how much that sold off going into it. Let's take a look at Bank of America. Undercut the low, rallied, hit 42, still near the high. So, yeah, I mean, that's what you have to look at what these things did before before the announcement, and then just a reaction now. But rates, what did they say? 2000. They expect two
Well,
rate
yeah,
hikes by 2023.
yeah. There's a big change in the dot plot now, right? More members of the FOMC are expecting a rate hike by the end of next year or the end of the year after, which is a big change from the last meeting. So, honestly, I stopped watching the press conference pretty early on. So I know we have a bunch of headlines in Benzinga Pro. I don't know what they say. I'm sure we've covered the press conference in great detail. But if you've been watching our show or stream for a while, you know that I'm not a big fan of these events. I'm not a big fan of Fed speak. I don't understand it. I think they say nothing.
Yeah, I mean, if you're out there, throwing the dice on
right.
on these on Fed statements, and I don't know, when algorithms got you beat on it, it's a tough game to play. But if you're good at it, continue to do it.
Everything else, the banks caught a bid. Everything else, not so much, right? Although, as we mentioned, they're kind of back with the rest of the market. Every other sector in the S&P is in the red today, led by materials, led by consumer staples, led by utilities. Those are your leaders downward. Most of the sector in the red. Not to say there isn't green, because there is some green. You're right. Amazon's in the green. Tesla's in the green. I think Apple up. Apple might be up by a smidge.
Yep.
Yeah, by a smidge. So there's green, but by and large, more red today. So
yeah, well off the lows of the session, which is good. And we'll have to see what coming into the quad witch expiration, where the grind is going to be, where the open interest is. So I don't know. Let's think maybe, I don't know. Maybe where we're here right now or where we close today will be the pin. But after that steep decline, folks, I mean, we are still about 20 handles off that all-time closing high. So down, but certainly not out here in the S&P 500 index futures.
You mentioned it, right? We're halfway there. So we had two big events this week. We had the Fed meeting and we have the Quad Witch. Fed meeting out of the way, Quad Witch Friday. So we will wait and see how that shakes out. Let's see what else.
There's a lot of shaking going on in this market. We're moving around in 5, 8, 6, 10-point clips here.
Interesting.
Should be a fun close.
All right. What about General Motors? We didn't get to discussing the headline. It was out this morning during the show. We didn't get around to it, but they said that they're going to electrify more of their fleet. They're going to electrify the entire Lincoln fleet, apparently.
Wait, GM doesn't make Lincolns.
What?
Lincoln, you said?
Yeah, wasn't that the headline? Am I misremembering that?
Lincoln, if I'm not mistaken, is made by Ford.
I'm gonna Google this right now.
Julie Wooden backing me up. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, everyone. It was. Oh my goodness. Well, no, GM had a headline. What was GM's headline?
He's from New Jersey.
Get off.
He's from New Jersey.
Wait. Well, Mary Barr was on TV. What did she say? She said,
that's big news if they're buying Lincoln. I'll tell you right now.
No.
You heard it first on PreMarket Prep at the close.
Oh my God, what did she say though? She
Cadillac.
All right. All right. I don't know why I said. Wasn't there a Lincoln thing today? Also, I could have sworn I saw something on Lincoln.
Lincoln Mercury Ford, man.
All
Come
right.
on,
I'm
you gotta know your.
sorry. I'm
You know
sorry.
what? You know what? Now
Jeez.
you're gonna have to. Now you're summoned to go to the Dream Cruise with me,
Hey,
and
I would love that, Joel. And also,
we are gonna sit there and we're gonna call out the cars before they come. I'm pretty
wait,
good at
when
it.
is the Dream Cruise?
August,
August.
sometime in
All
August.
right. I
Yeah,
would
yeah.
gladly. You can hold me to that.
All right. Well, they pumped this thing, and we were watching this on the pre-market prep plus, and it just kept on going. She just kept on juicing this thing, and it got through the pre-market high. And look at the daily chart here. I wasn't quite sure it could get to 63, and you know what? It got to 63. It even got through that high from June 10th at 63.05, got to 63.09, and then cha-ching. Maybe the market, it came off quickly. GM, it's just the kind of stock, man. And you know what happened? All those sellers, hey, 64. A lot of people wanted out at 64 4 days in a row. And they're like, you know what? 63 ain't bad. I don't know if it was Mr. Buffett or who the big players were. So they stepped down to 63. So big reversal here. Still hasn't filled the gap. Let's see if trading range that we've been like 60, 64. I think this thing has to close over 62, or I'd still be leaning to the downside a little bit in this one.
Okay. Okay. And we'll get to some chat questions in a little bit. Drop your tickers in there. I know we didn't cover everything this morning. We do our best, but you have a question, we have a ticker, drop them in. We'll get to them. We'll try to. AMC, we're probably not going to talk about AMC. Just full warning, guys. And a couple people have mentioned AMC. I don't think I didn't. You know, honestly, Joel, this is progress. Okay, you just did it. That is the first time I've looked at the AMC chart all day. I swear, I did. This is the first.
Okay.
Day, this is the first day. This is the first day in weeks that I didn't have AMC up on my screen. Right?
Okay. Hey, listen.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do this, and now I'm going to do the same thing. If you want AMC levels, you email me at joel@benzinga.com. I will give you an account that you can put money in, and then you can pay me for it. But I can do levels on this, and I'll give you some good ones.
Oh.
So let me know. Let me know. I can do levels. I can do levels on this. I mean, how you trade it is a whole nother thing, but I can. I can. All right. And I say them all the time. I don't know if you guys are listening or what. I don't think you guys listen sometimes.
No.
You girls. No, they don't.
No. Joel.
Okay, then what number was I saying earlier in the week?
No.
What did I say was a very important number?
We have some new listeners, Joel. Give people
No,
the
you're an old listener. You're the producer. You
should
remember everything I say, Spencer.
Oh
I'm not going to go, you know who on you, but come on. What number did I say? What would be the most important number of this whole thing that's going on? What? I forget it. You don't know. All right.
It's in the 40s. It's in the 40s.
40s. Who's going to trade off the 40s? Come on.
It's 62, 64, something, one of those.
Your guessing's getting okay. I'll tell you after the close.
All right.
I'll tell you after the close.
See, this is my problem, guys. I'm always thinking of the next thing, so I don't write anything down.
Okay.
I write nothing down, and therefore, there are people that have sent us pictures before. They have a notebook full of notes from our show. I could learn from them. I really could learn from them. Because I don't write anything down, and that's my biggest kryptonite. Okay,
you're trying to keep me in Triple D in line, and that's not an easy.
That requires my full attention.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. What are we gonna do? We got 15 minutes until the close.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about. We have Lennar tonight, do we not? We do.
Ooh,
talked about it yesterday. It's quiet today, right? It's down 1%. I mean, it's kind of moving with the whole sector. It's actually holding up better than
it is holding up, but man, I mean, I'm just saying, I don't know where they'd flush it to on a down thing.
Yeah.
But but if you get a pop and this thing gets near 96, I mean, because this thing can move like that. If those sellers aren't there again, well, that's a quad top. What is that? It's actually 96.50. Where you had those four highs, I'd be out there at 96. If I was long this thing, I was praying to get out because they take you out on the way up, and that's fine. But on the way back down, you'll never get it. On a drop, you don't want to take out 90.53. That's low the move. You're buck off that. After that, I'm not seeing anything until under 88 bucks. Let's just call it 87, 85 and a half.
And then I wanted to do something I hadn't done for a while, is just look at the best performing ETFs. I try to do it once a week, and I haven't done it for a couple weeks here. So looking at the top performing ETFs of the past week, I see a lot of MLPs on there, which is interesting, and I see some blockchain ETFs on there, like BLOK, and I'll just give you the top holdings in that. Right, it's got MicroStrategy, it's got PayPal, it's got Square. Let's pick one of those. Let's look at PayPal. Look at PayPal.
Okay. Where's my PayPal?
This is one of the top performing. This is one of the top performing themes of the last week. Centered around.
Kevin Greer is asking if I hold long positions. I hold long positions in all my portfolio.
Oh, he's long.
99% of my holdings are long. Kevin must be new. He knows that my wife doesn't let me sell. She did let me sell the GameStop. That was the only thing. Boom, boom. Look at what number? Look at my chart. Look at my upper right chart, Spencer. What is jumping up, hitting you aside your head?
275.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, not only was it a triple top here, it was a high here. So, break it above 275. Boom, there you go. And you're breaking out. You're going to, I don't know. There's another high here. It's there's two other highs. If you could get to 275, 76.12 and 77.68. Is that right on? Is that 275 on the kisser? Not really. 497, 473, and 516. But hey, you would have got done in 75 today, folks.
What about? No, boring chart. Never mind. I was gonna say, what about DraftKings? But never mind.
Let me think about DraftKings for a second. And I haven't looked at it yet today. I don't think it filled the gap. I don't think it got up to 50 and a half. And I think if anything, it's down a little. It's up a little, but it didn't fill the gap. Oh, did it? How high did it get today? 50.13. And where was the gap up? Close, but no cigar. 50.31. A little breather day. People taking profits. Backed off the high over a buck. That 50 is going to be big. And then, if you take out this 47.49, you're not whooshing right to 44.65. People are like, oh, I missed the buy on the short call. Did the company ever respond to that?
Yes. Well, I don't know how in-depth the response was, but they said that basically we think we're okay.
Oh, Penn not doing good here. Yeah. Spoo's rolling over into the close. Last 10 minutes here.
All right.
Got up near that weekly level and kaplooey.
One more, and then we'll do chat. Let's go to a stock that we talked about before the show, but then we also did not get to on the show, and you wrote it up as your stock of the day, Southwest Airlines. Joel, third day in a row. Did you see it?
Did they have problems again today?
They had problems again today for the third time this week. They had
freaking way.
They had to cancel hundreds of flights. They're having some computer problems. That's the Cliff Notes version of this story.
Did Bert start working there? Nah, Bert, if you're listening, I'm just joking. I wrote this up, and I could get potential double bottom after this extended decline. I'll get rid of that. Man, this one guy tweeted at me that he was thinking of selling puts in this one, and I don't think I couldn't be doing it up here. What's interesting is, all-time high, you almost got back there, right? You got turned away at 64. So when I look at this, I just don't know if this thing is done going down yet. And they keep having computer problems every day. They blew the news off on Monday. It came out late. It was like at 22:38, right? And then it And then so they kind of ignored it on Tuesday, and then they hit a little bit on Tuesday. Now Mr. Market's hurting. So it's making a new low for the move today, a new closing low too. So I don't know. I mean, maybe wait for this thing to back off a little bit. Your next monthly low comes in at 52.29. And SPOOs are backing off here into the close. 8 minutes left. I don't know if we saw some selling balances there.
All right, this is Bert, everyone. All right, this is uh, this is Bert, and Joel just eviscerated him. This is our head developer.
Oh
He's
no!
the best developer we have, and he's
Oh no!
and we love him, and we love him. So now you all know. People asking, everyone's asking, who's Bert? Who's Bert?
Yep, it's
Oh wait,
Bert.
you're on mute. Yeah, there we go.
I was gonna say it's me. I probably deserve it, or my team deserves
No,
it.
no,
Right.
no, Joel, Bert, you're the man.
I was just joking, Bert. I haven't seen Bert in a long time,
I
man.
know it's been a while. You won't come into the office anymore.
No, I'm
Yeah,
coming in.
He doesn't
I'm
like us
coming
anymore.
in.
All
I'm
right.
coming in. December. By December, I said I'm coming in.
Oh,
But Bert helps me
me.
with all my technical stuff, and
News
Bert's
to me.
great.
all right. Thanks, Bert.
We got a lot of awesome improvements coming in pro. So keep a watch out.
All right. Thanks,
Peace.
Bert. That was hilarious, Joel. That's the funniest thing you've ever said. Yeah, Mitch is right. Without Bert, we would be up Shit's Creek, basically. We'd be screwed. Okay, let's get to.
Thanks, Bert. I'm coming in to see you. I'll take you out to lunch.
All right.
Go get some Coney dogs.
Let's get to the stocks. I got so distracted, man. That was so funny. Let's talk about someone asked about Intel a while ago. So let's just go there.
Intel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked at that, and man, I saw. I was talking with. Full disclosure, I'm Lana saying higher prices. I'm holding on for about 22 years. That 58, that's just such a level, and it snuck through there. Who was I watching that with? I can't remember. It was someone in the pre-market prep plus chat. I talked about 58, spend a couple days over it, to clear out the sellers, and now Mr. Market's turning on you. So I don't know. Maybe you have to wait to next quarter, a new chip or something. But yeah, that resistance that was at 58, they cleared it out. Now you got major sellers at 58.30. I don't know, maybe a trading range here. What investors could hope for. I do see 3 other lows in this area, so I'd really like to see it holding here again. 56.54 to 56.60 was 3 lows. You got to 677 today. So hopefully trading range. And then, and do you notice you got one close over that 58? That was on Monday. And then the next day, boom, it could have, once it didn't hold that close, it was see ya, don't want to be ya. But nothing, no great shakes there, Intel.
Taiwan Semi.
Taiwan Semi.
SNYJV0023 says we haven't looked at that one for a while. I haven't looked at that one for a while. Oh, because it's really quiet. That's why.
Yeah, it had that sprint to 122. This is, you're trading this, the price action or after it's already happened. Let me see. AMD, how's AMD? Ooh, look at that trading range in AMD. How long is that going to hold up? 80 to 82. If TSM, I mean, you had that crazy high, hit that 122. You're $4 off that. Let's see how these guys play around. Let's see if they get it up. I think the longer you take to clear that 122, I think you get a little chance of rolling over here. Nice bounce off the 106 low. Looks like pretty good support at 116.
All right. James J says he's been asking for 3 days, but OLN has gotten no response.
That's horrible.
I'm sorry.
That's why you need to go to the pre-market prep from 9 to 9:30. I'd be able to get to it.
We can only get to so many in a given show. Owen, all right, they're what? Basic materials, right?
Yeah.
Right? Something like that. Chemicals? Something like that. I don't know exactly. Something like that.
I'd be a little concerned here today. The reason is man, you've had a long-term trading range here. Basically, since going back since June 3rd, you had a trading range between 48 and 50, a little bit on the outskirts, a little bit lower than 48. Now you busted that today and you made the low at 46.77. You're back up at 47.80. You can see how people are trying to wiggle out at the close. 48.75 was your close yesterday. 48.63, your high today, new low. It does match this low. I don't think this thing is going like to zero anytime soon, but seems like things are light between 46 and 48. You lost the low here. Mr. Market's turning. You haven't had a red candle here since January. So get this thing back up in the trading range soon, or I think you can have some more downside. Spoos are just completely falling apart here. They are completely falling apart. I'm glad I put that order in before I came on with you. Look what they're doing to this index here. That rally, that step back rally in a couple minutes. Look at that in the last, 17, 18 minutes. So not looking good here going into the close. That rally faded hard. We'll see. We'll have to set up the levels for tomorrow. 2 minutes left. What else you want?
Well, on the OLN note, though, I didn't realize this, but they make chlorine, and I'm wondering how many people did what my dad did, which is stock up. He bought a year's worth of chlorine a couple months ago because he heard there was a shortage. And I'm wondering. So obviously that's pulling forward their revenue, but I'm wondering how many people went and did that as well.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
Yeah,
I actually some people in my neighborhood that did that. But well, you can always go swimming in the lakes too, right?
or the Detroit River. I hear it's clean this time of year.
Did you know I did a mile once in the Detroit River?
And you lived?
I did. You got a good story. I'll tell that one another day. Anything else? Or you want to stick a couple anything in there?
Yeah, a couple here. Happy Muhammad says CCIV is popping into the close. Well, what's
Do they have an announcement? They've already been despacified, right? They're very interesting here. Keep on. See, you're knocking on the door at 24 here, right? Boom. And hey, that was a high from yesterday. You're there right now. So
right.
I don't know. It's taking out support. It's into the close. Not much between 24 and 26.
We'll do one more. We'll do RAG. We'll do Wynn Resorts, which we've not looked at because we've talked about Las Vegas Sands because it's one Dennis owns, but we haven't looked at Wynn for.
Must hold 124, 123.92, 123.90, 123.72.
There we go.
Boom. You close $2 off it. That's the good news. On the upside, you got to take out the pair of highs. There's a seller, 126.20. So there's your resistance you got to take out if you lose this 123.72. You got a faint hope at 122.02. But I think you got a better look at closer to 120, 121. So 126, clear resistance, 123.8, just short-term support.
That's a wrap. Everyone have it. Joel, I'll see you tomorrow, man. All right?
Okay.
All righty.
Good night.
All right. We are at the close now. It is time. I'm going to hop off, and I'm going to start up a new show we are doing once a week, a 1-hour in-depth Benzinga Pro demo, how to trade with Benzinga Pro. It's going to start right here on this stream. I'm going to end this, and the stream will redirect straight to that. And Mike Rao is, frankly, the man, and is extremely funny and knowledgeable and also a trader. And I think you'll learn a lot. And this is what I said this morning, right? If you hear about Benzinga Pro, you don't know if it's for you or what, just watch the stream and he'll answer your questions, and you can ask questions, and hopefully that will help you decide whether Benzinga Pro is for you or not. If you haven't already, please smash that like button, and remember that all of the information from our show is meant to be used as informational purposes, not for investing or trading advice. Everyone have a good rest of your day. How to use Benzinga Pro with Mike Rao starting right now.